last but not least, our special guests, because the first three sentients are actually part of the crew, so they're getting paid. The last person is not getting paid to be on a ship that is going to explode. Oh, wait, sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that.
What is this payment you speak of?
Indeed. So, Ramses, what is the name of your character, and what does he, she, it look like?
Yes, as I've said before, I am Ramsey, and I'm going to be playing Toriana of Kumayaginu. And she is a member of the Shafantra race. The Shafantra have actually a very much longer name, but I'll get into that once I get in character. So, they are pretty imposing physically. They normally stand from around 7 to 8 feet tall. Very, very broadly built with long, shaggy hair. They have a somewhat they almost have like a bestial look to them. They have a somewhat elongated snouts with a wet nose, rather dark eyes. They're like pretty small also if you look at the rest of them. Small floppy ears, and most of them have rather large and rather scary looking horns.
Horns, claws, and teeth, right?
Yes, they also have claws, I forgot.
Okay.
Yes, I think I described most of the important parts about them. Normally, they do not wear clothes, except when they're expecting, let's just say, off-world company.
Because their fur keeps them warm.
Yes, exactly.
And it keeps their naughty bits covered.
Yeah, well,
maybe. Well, that's not important. But they just don't want to offend anyone, so that's whenever they're expecting alien company, they will wear clothing of some sort.
Indeed.
They are an extremely polite race. They might not be the most technologically advanced, but spiritually and mentally they are very advanced. They have an almost idyllic society with virtually no crime, and they are, yes, like I said before, they are very nice and polite, which is a stark contrast to their, well, quite scary
that's enough.
outward
That's enough.
appearance.
Oh yeah. Okay,
all right.
Good. Sufficient time. All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
I didn't know how much I got to go into detail.
No. That's enough detail. Okay, so
In character?
Yes, in character. You're not. Of course, you're not interviewed. Well, you're actually interviewed not by a committee to see if you can, if you're good enough. Instead, you are interviewed by a very small, cute rodent-looking outsider, alien.
I will resist the urge to hug.
Or eat.
No, hug. No.
It's about 1 foot. It's about 1 foot tall. So yeah, it's a small alien, and yeah, she is interviewing you, asking you why you are boarding the YSF Nomad Star.
All right. I'll incline my head and bow slightly, and she says in a very pleasant, calming voice, "Greetings. I am a Toriana, and I am an ambassador of my people. And I need to read this from my text. The Shafantra. I should have prepared this. The Shafantra Sekina Teri Elimashan, but through consensus we have decided that you may shorten the name of our race to Shafantra. So yes, as I said, I am an ambassador to my people. My people have invested quite a considerable amount of resources into this project. We are very, very happy about this project. We want to see new worlds, see new people, and hopefully, and I will be completely honest about this, hopefully find new worlds to colonize. But my people are in dire need of more space and food, and hopefully we'll find these things. But I will make myself as useful as I can to all of the crew to the best of my abilities. They do not need to see me as some sort of overseer or supervisor. That is not it at all. I just want everybody to be happy, and yes, just ignore me and go about your business. Yes.
And Miss Troyana, aren't you worried about the danger of boarding such a vessel with such an unstable and untested drive?
Oh no, not at all. We have received an invitation to oversee this project, and it would be extremely rude if we were not to attend.
So you are putting your life on the stake for the sake of politeness.
She thinks about this. About this. I'm certain everything is in order. After all, the crew worked very hard to make certain this ship is safe, and I have the utmost confidence in them.
Actually, the better response would have been, "My faith guides me."
And
that's also a good
I
one.
do need to point out she has absolutely no facial expressions. She tries to relay in her voice how she sounds and stuff. Oh, and then she is like, you see her like tapping on like this computer bracer that she has on her left arm, and you hear a few buttons tapping, and like a small hologram appears like above the bracer, showing like a smiley face.
Wow.
Indeed. Okay, and there you have it, people. These are the heroes of the...
She wears a royal blue, very simple-looking robe, and that's all she's wearing. She's not wearing anything else besides the bracer, so no shoes.
Woohoo!
Yes, decency, people, decency.
Yes.
Okay, I know you've put a lot of work into the Shavantra. I wish I could pronounce it also. Here, have a star. Is the star there? Yes, the star is there.
Yes,
check.
thank you.
Alright. Now, let's see. Before we start the game proper, you all can name one fact about the ship. Bear in mind...
Suicide.
It's...
That
Oh, wait.
flexible life support system thing that I needed to live.
Yes. Yes, indeed. This ship is, as it is a ship of the, shall we say, the alliance of many different species, it has special rooms which have special atmospheres for those who don't breathe oxygen, for instance, but methane or the ozone or whatever. So yes, flexible atmospheres.
Okay. It's got a. Can we have like the skin, the outer skin of the ship, so to speak, be biosynthetic?
Yes. What do you want with it?
I want it to be biosynthetic.
Okay. Which is not a bad idea, since that can regrow instead of having to be repaired.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sure.
Awesome.
Okay,
I have something.
Mr. Zar.
all right.
Yes.
I'll wait my
Yes,
turn.
Ramses.
Oh, I just wanted to elaborate on what you were saying before, because you're going with the idea I proposed, so I like to elaborate on that. So, the ship has these octopus-like tentacles in front of it, right?
Yes.
And I just want to elaborate, it's holding like a ring-like structure. And so the miniature sun creates this gravitational anomaly, almost like a black hole, but not quite. And that's
Luckily, it's
what
also
causes
temporary.
the disruption in space and time, which also propels the ship.
Oh. Can we make it just like look cool, and that ring that the tentacles are holding the anomaly it creates sends out chains to grab the ring and pull it.
Wait, what?
Not quite. It has gravity. It will do that.
It's
Okay.
Like a giant fiery eye.
But it would be fine.
I see you.
Personally, I think it would look more like actually nothing. If it activates, everything inside of the ring will just disappear, as if there was like a black hole there or something.
Yeah, as I said, traveling star. Okay, Dries, you can name one. You can name one fact about the ship.
What has been named already? The synthetic skin.
And the flexible life support. That the tentacles hold the ring which creates the anomaly. Yes.
Actually, it's a singularity. Did I
Singularity.
say anomaly? Then I was mistaken.
Yeah, it happens.
Species adapting furniture.
That's
Yes.
furniture.
Yes, good. You pioneered the chair. Good.
I like it.
Yes. So, yes. Right. For those of you who
My
are
chair
guests...
likes big butts and it cannot lie.
Heh.
Oh, may I?
Sorry. Yeah, sure.
I wanted to quickly point out that normally we should have had a sixth member in our group, Nico, but unfortunately he's having internet issues and cannot make it at this time.
Indeed.
He's
So,
lost
wanted
in
to say.
space.
you'll be lost in the data core or something. Okay, moving right along.
Actually, technically,
picture-
his character is a stowaway, right?
No.
I thought it was a crew member. Let's just
He's
say
probably a
he's
crew
in the
member.
background at the moment.
He's in the background. He's
Okay.
doing things.
He's
Right.
crew member number 15.
Yes.
Right now, he is. Okay, moving right along. Imagine space. A big place. With huge distances. And that's a big problem. Because when you want to trade with your neighbors, or, get life-saving medicine, you need to travel a long time. It takes up to months, even years, to travel from one star system to another star system. That is, until some bright spark had the idea of discarding the laws of physics and see how that worked for them. And that is the origin story of the Nomad star. So, cue the space scene. There's a ship on which all the guests are arriving, the last minute supplies and whatnot, a few extra crew members, and they're being shuttled to and from the big ship, namely the YSV Nomad star, a large space octopus with a ring on one end and huge metal-like fins protruding from four sides, like it's some kind of arrow. Yes, there are a few more. When the guests get into the shuttle bay, things are hectic and they're quickly ushered to the mess hall, where they will be, experiencing the launch. Meanwhile, everybody else of the crew is hard at work. So it is T-minus 35 minutes before launch, before the pre-launch sequence starts, giving you a small window of time to do things. Let's see. The crew members, what are you doing?
I am making sure that that all the weapon systems, I know they're not like super awesome weapon systems, but there are going to be some weapon systems that for like rogue asteroids, things like that.
Scaring off pirates and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm checking over the weapon systems, making sure that the aiming,
Okay.
yeah, all that good stuff.
that the guidance systems are working properly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Guidance.
You checked that. That's pretty fine. They're offline to save power because everybody's focused on the drive. They don't want to see how it interacts so well with the weapon systems for obvious reasons. But yeah, you can run some tests before all power is drained by the engine. You have a scratch band of security, which is basically Joe, Steve, and then that guy that works the night shift. They've been given shiny new uniforms, a few apparatuses they don't know what to do, and the instructions. Make sure the guests don't do anything weird.
Fine.
Yes. Yeah, well,
May I
since
quickly
there are
interject?
yes, sure.
I make it my business not to interfere. No, not to do anything weird. That's what I meant.
That is a quote for the ages. Right. So yes, there's a scratch band of security. Have fun with that.
So the pre-launch sequence doesn't yet mean the launch, right?
Indeed.
We're
Currently,
still in the space dock.
well, not space dock. You're outside. You're flying under conventional power to the starting point.
Oh, how did everyone arrive there?
Ship.
Oh,
There are ships and shuttles.
all right, okay.
There's a cruiser that has picked up. There are 2 or 3 cruisers that have picked people up, and they're shuttling people to and fro.
So what would be a good point to do the medical examinations?
Those already have happened because every crew member has their baseline determined. It's in the database.
Maybe we have to head through like a decontamination zone or something.
Yeah, there is indeed an automated shower that checks you for known foreign agents to make sure that you don't bring the Flavusian coughing death virus onto the ship or something like that.
You know what my guy's reaction is? He looks at the shower, he points to his biosuit, and he walks through.
Well,
But sir,
put it this
maybe
way.
your suit is carrying contaminants.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Okay, so you are going to just skip the medical examination thing?
Well, the guests haven't been haven't had the medical examination because they're guests. The plan is you're going to board the ship, make sure everything's ready, and then make 2 or 3 2 jumps from this stellar system to the neighboring stellar system, just to see if this is their first prototype flight. Of course, there have been unmanned trials on with smaller jumps. This is the largest jump you've ever made with the new drive that is economically feasible. I mean useful. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
That works.
Got it?
So, what is 2 Radio Loops Free Central 1 Rights Dot doing with his last 35 minutes?
So, is he on the ship right now?
Yes, he's on the ship.
Well, maybe he's checking out places since it's not the time yet to do anything really his job-related things. Also, maybe he does can he go to the engine place to check on the people there?
He's up to something.
Yes, he can.
May I offer some advice or suggestion?
Yes, sure.
Spoofman, why don't you stick close to the decontamination zone to look at all the readings and stuff?
That is true.
Well, sure, let's do that.
I'm
You
sure
are
we have
the
to pass
doctor.
through some sort of organic scan or what have you.
Indeed.
Yes.
That will give you, basic biological details of everyone passing through it.
Yes, and he's the
Hey.
first friendly face we see peering through a window.
Yes, indeed. Because he doesn't want. Yes, indeed.
Friendly face.
Friendly face, yes. You
And
have to look
his
down.
tentacles are wriggling and looking all around. And
A good thing you don't have facial expressions.
Ooh, too many
Good
people
thing
with
I
no facial
cannot be
expressions.
probed.
and two
Actually,
radio.
I don't think the robot has facial expressions either.
Nope.
Wow, a lot of
Yeah.
characters with no facial expressions on this team.
How is everybody
Well, to-
feeling? I can't tell.
Sarcastic
Well, to be-
response. This unit is feeling good.
Also,
you
two
are-
radio loops, 3 central, 1 right dot. As he's watching through a window and so on, he will mutter things like fascinating and intriguing and what does that thing called?
I can use that.
I already forgot. It's not patient. What was the term?
Oh, subject.
Subject. Yes, he's muttering things about subjects as they go through the showers.
This fills us with confidence.
Yes.
Yes.
The doctor will see you now.
Fortunately, nobody is listening. Well, maybe. He's watching with his arms.
His squiggly arms. Yes.
Yes.
One word.
One word?
One word. Okay, one word. Let's see. Where is the Skomata overseer? Supervisor.
He's probably also walking through the checkpoint. Which Fruit Loops over there?
Fruit Loops.
That works. I like it.
Yes.
Gets all these uncertain readings. Can't read body scan, can't do this, can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They can only scan the outer layer of the suit, and that's it. And he's just toggling on his computer, going, done yet?
Two radio loops, 3 central, 1 right dot will kind of shout there and shout. You aren't taking the readings properly if you are wearing a suit. We are also doing scannings here for anything that could pass onto a ship. So,
Sir,
cooperate.
he has been on the ship for five cycles. He is clean.
Fine.
Primitive life forms.
Yes, so primitive.
Also,
So, you are
I forgot to mention that he is also wearing kind of a helmet. I have a description here. Mask. Currently he is wearing a large mask of sorts that covers the whole front of his torso, as well as tanks strapped to his back with tubes connecting them to the mask. Yes.
Is
yes.
it made of aluminum?
Probably not. It's from some kind of a space metal.
Probably some kind of probably something very useful plastic, for instance, or compound.
When I edit this audio, I'm going to add some reverb into Spoofnum's voice when he says space metal.
Space metal. Yes. Okay. Moving right on. Okay, so that's it. Setting the stage. Yes, the guests. There are daring journalists. There's a tall Shivantra diplomat. There are a few other suits of let's call them suits of various interests. So yeah. Oh, and there's that report that you spoke to is running loops. Meeting everybody. Yeah, well, running loops. The small rodents reporter is talking to everybody, trying to get some interesting quotes. There's even a politician aboard.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, great.
That's
Actually,
my
but
internal voice that says,
politicians.
"Oh no."
Well, you know this guy from the various yes, from his various netcasts. He is very vocal against outsiders, travelers, visitors.
Strong disapproval rating.
Yes, he doesn't have an approval rating. He has a disapproval rating. And one of the things he is disapproving is of this project because it costs too much. So he's here loudly proclaiming that this is a waste of credits and time and effort.
What is a politician?
And he's here to prove it.
Sir, you are in my way. You need to move before I move you.
How dare you? How dare you? I have a right to stand here.
I pick him up by the scruff of his neck and I move him.
Okay. You made a friend. And he starts ranting about the dangers of artificial intelligence and that digital creatures, without being bound by the free laws of robotics, are a danger to every sentient life and must be preemptively annihilated.
Because his attitude is offending people, and I cannot allow this to go on any further.
Well, you can roll me an empathy roll to read the room as he is.
Yes. Where are my stats? Oh, here they are. God damn it! I have too many windows open. No, that's the wrong window. Here we go. I have an empathy of great. I am great.
Excellent. And the difficulty is fair, so yeah.
A 5.
You succeed with style. Okay, you can. I was going to say something like people are just, nodding and listening, and most people are just, really excited to be here and a little scared because it is a prototype ship, and we all know what happened to the XSV. Yes. So they're basically listening to him to put in mind of the impending launch.
So he's
However,
not actually offending anyone, or what?
He's not actually offending people. Some are offended. I mean, maybe GCNC. However, because you succeeded with style, you can now add an aspect to the scene.